buying stuff, it doesn't make you happy. Something I noticed myself and a lot of people is that, including myself, buy stuff or buy something that's really expensive, then as soon as we've got it, a week later, after the bloody, I don't know, amazing whatever euphoria you get from having it dies off, you forget about the first item basically, and how important you thought it was going to be, and how you thought it was going to complete you effectively, and so you immediately move on to the next thing. And so effectively, I mean, one, you can't buy or get anything to complete yourself. It applies to everything. Like, there's no one on this planet, no amount of money, no amount of stuff, or no anything that can complete you. No person. Like, everyone thinking, as soon as I get my fucking soulmate, or as soon as I get a partner, I'll be whole then. They're my other half. As soon as I get that, then I'll be completed. And it's like, it's not like all those problems or all that lack of is going to go away, especially when you're going into a relationship, especially when you're getting something or going into something where it's coming from a place of lack of, and where it's if I don't have that thing, then I'm not complete, or etc, whatever. So think about it. You want this thing, right? But what was the expensive thing before that you wanted, and you've just forgotten about that. This video is actually sponsored. It's not sponsored, but heavily inspired by a mate of mine. I won't call him out, but whatever, by some miracle you're still watching, mate. You're immediately gonna know I'm talking to you. He spent like whatever 500, 600 quid on a MetaQuest, the latest one, all the upgrades and everything. And I'm not shaming anyone or him. I've done the exact same things. I'll go into detail about what I've brought and how that's just done fuck all for me. So he brought a MetaQuest whatever. Then, like, I'd say it's probably a week after, he's like, right, I need to get a BMX now. I need to get not just any BMX, like you can get BMXs, they're good for like 120 quid and you can have your BMX fun. Nope, I need to get a BMX that's like £900, max spec out, that all the pros on TikTok use, and I'm going to become one of those TikTok pro BMX people, and I'm going to like win all the races and awards, and I'm going to be really good on the BMX, and yeah. And it's like, what about the MetaQuest? Can't use it, not interested, bored. And it's like, why did you get the MetaQuest in the first place? I guarantee you, because he's just got the BMX, because it's got to arrive. As soon as it arrives, a week later, he's going to come to me with something new, something different, that's probably a bit more expensive, and that he needs to get that, and he's set on getting that. Anyway, so he spent all that money on a MetaQuest. God knows all the things before the MetaQuest, and then the BMX, and it's how many things or how much trial and error do you have to go through to realise, no matter if I spend £1 billion on fucking 700 Bugattis, I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be completed. It's not going to fulfil a part of me. It's not going to top me up in any way. Like, obviously there are items in my life that, and in everyone's lives, that we do genuinely love and that do bring a huge quality improvement to our life or whatever, and that, once you get them, you remain, like, they keep you happy for forever, like a car, or for me, my firebox, my bloody camping cup. For everyone, that's a tight list. And usually it isn't that expensive, or it's pretty simple, or it's a small list, but it's always something that you've had for ages, and it's never something that's like, it's never something where, I got this last week and that's just, I'll be happy forever with this. No, because then a week later you're fucking bored of it. It's always, I've had that firebox for 2 years and I'd rather everyone nick everything I've got and just leave the firebox, sort of thing, I'm really into drones, and I brought, first of all, I started off with the DJI Mini, the Mini 1, the Mini drone. Then I sold that and brought the DJI Avata. Then I sold that and got the flagship DJI Mavic 3 Pro. That was when it just came out at the time. Then I sold that, got the DJI Avata again, then sold that. Then I think I got the DJI Avata again, and then sold it again. Because with me, even though I do fall for the trap of buying shit to make myself happy, I catch myself and I go, fucking hell, I've just bought this and that's just crap. What a stupid idea. I don't even want this anymore. I don't even want this. Why did I get this? And then so I return it or I sell it. And like, it happens with Amazon a lot. I think it's coming to the end of its lifespan, but the post office people must think I'm running some like I'm laundering money or something. The amount of Amazon returns, because I'll like just buy a bunch of crap off of Amazon and I'll go, it'll be sitting there for a while and I'll be like, fucking hell, I need to return all this, innit? So then I return it all. I feel like most people know that nothing outside of yourself will complete you, and I know a lot of people strongly believe that a partner will, but I've never seen anyone have a partner or get a partner that wasn't complete in the first place, themselves weren't complete in the first place, so they didn't feel complete, and see that they become whole, you know, or see that that person completes them. They're still the same person, they're still lacking, or they think they're lacking, so instead of, oh, I need to search for a different partner, then they turn to something else. But if nothing outside of yourself can complete you, then why do you think buying that thing will? Now, I'm not saying don't buy anything, like just stop buying everything, but if you just relinquish the desire to just consume like a fucking cow, no offense, the state you're brought into where there's not this internal struggle and desire, in a way it's a painful desire to have something, because you're always thinking about, oh, I've got to get the money and I've got to make that thing happen, I've got to get that thing. When you don't have that going on inside your head, it's just peace. It's just utter peaceness and wholeness in a way, because that confirms to you that you're complete, because I don't need to go outside of myself to get something. And still I have desires, I want things, but it's not like I want that thing to complete me, or I want that thing, otherwise my life isn't going to be as good. It's instead now it's, I want that thing and it'd be nice, but I'm still going to have just as good as life. I'm still going to have just as good as time. I'm just going to have, it's just going to be just as good without it. Like I want this bloody oil lantern or whatever for my camping, because I don't like LED lights, it ruins the vibe. And I'm thinking of that. Oh, I want that bloody kerosene lantern, whatever you call them, paraffin lantern. Like if I don't get that, it's not going to completely ruin my camping trips. Just having that, it's just going to be way more fun. That's it. It's not going to completely complete me, and finally I have everything I need to do camping, you know? So just take a second to be conscious, right? And think, am I getting this thing because I genuinely just find it'll be fun and I'll enjoy it for like 20 years minimum to come, or that it will greatly improve the quality of my life for like proper long term, like in a car type of sense? Or am I getting this thing to fill the void, complete me in some way, or distract me and nullify some other pain in a conflict that you have or I have within myself, you know? You don't have to be like telling people this, you don't have to be like admitting this, but you've got to have the self-honesty with yourself. You can't be lying to yourself. Go, no, I do, I'm not buying that to not be complete. No, I just genuinely want that. That's a hobby I've always had. Like, don't lie to yourself. Like, take a second to be silent and do nothing, and have like some proper, honest introspection. You know, the sky's not going to fall. Anyway, just think about that, and don't let your brain shut you down. Don't let your ego shut it down and plug its ears and go, no. That doesn't apply to me. No, this guy's tracking shit. Because I see everyone doing it, I do it, and I don't see I don't see any benefit from it, other than the eternal loop of suffering, unconsciousness. Like, you're chasing this thing to be whole, complete, fill this part of yourself, or distract yourself or numb or remedy this pain. Nothing outside of yourself is going to cure that. You have to sit with it and introspect and process it and like look at it. It's not going anywhere. In fact, all it's doing, if it's not going anywhere, is just festering and getting larger and bigger. Like, do you really want to live your entire life constantly buying stuff, constantly seeking outside of yourself for, there's not even stuff, relationships, experiences, events, like seeking that your entire life in a loop? Like, think about what you've been doing so far, and from the start to where you are now, have you gotten anywhere, you know? All this searching outside of yourself, have you gotten anywhere? Or are you still going, it didn't work, that wasn't the thing that time, it didn't work that time, no, it wasn't that, I realised it wasn't that, but it's this, alright? I promise you, for the 1 billionth time of 100,000 items I've bought, or 1 trillion things I've said I need, this one is it, alright? This one is going to change things. Like, come on. The thing that upsets me the most and that hurts me the most is people that can't and don't have the capacity or don't want to be truly, rawly honest with themselves, because that's the only person you're with in this lifetime. And that's the only person you're with forever, yourself. And you can't even stand to be around or talk or introspect or look at yourself. You're that, I don't want to start throwing insults, but I won't, but you know. Anyway, I'm going to end the video here. Just think about stuff like this. Do some self-introspection, because it's just a thought I had, and I was like, God, this guy, my mate, fucking buying all this shit, what an idiot. He's gonna be broken. Oh, poor, I don't want to say his name, because then you'll get no bitches. This is for you, G. This is for you, B-Dog. But I'll leave you with this, alright? Because this holds true for everything, and I've never seen anyone manage to wiggle their way out of this unless it's just complete ego plugging its ears, bollocks, whatever. Nothing outside of yourself will ever complete you, because technically you're already whole, and maybe you feel like you're not, or maybe you're like, no, I'm definitely not, I've definitely got something missing, I've definitely got something hurting or whatever. But that's just like like, say if you're whole, all right, you're completely like you've got everything, and that in physical form is like a glowing white orb, completely smooth, perfect sphere, you know? All of that incompleteness and pain or desire and suffering that you think that is you, that you identify with, that's a part of you, that isn't a chunk out of that sphere, that's a layer on top of it, sitting on top of it. So when you become complete, you're not filling a part of this sphere, you're just washing away this grime that's just sitting on top of your sphere, you know? Anyway, enjoy the view, guys. Come out to places like this, because it's way better than the city. Makes you happy, makes me happy, makes everyone happy, and yeah, I'll see you.